Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Kyle, and welcome back to another TD Spotlight. Today we have a very special guest with us. If you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Hey, my name is Tyler Hennis.
Cool. Awesome. Well, which summer are you going on, Tyler?
I'm going on to my third summer. It's crazy to think I lived with you my first summer.
Yeah, we were roommates.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Over in Georgia.
Mhm.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Tyler, I'm gonna just ask you a few questions and gain some insight on your perspective to like help some first year students out with the program. But who's someone in Southwestern that so far has like impacted you in this program, and how did they impact you?
And well, that definitely was a hard question that you sent me. And gosh, Kyle, like so many people have impacted me in so many ways over the years that I've been within this program. But I definitely got to give it to Ray Flores right now. I've been working really close with her for over a year now. In her organization, she was my organizational leader during the summer in my second summer. And I've gotten the chance to work full time with her, kind of helping train students. So definitely, she impacts me. She just teaches me so many simple values that I need to learn. We're opposites in nature, in different ways that we react to things, and so she balances me out so well because she's so experienced, and I'm so thankful that I get to look up to someone that just like really knows what they're doing, and I'm forever thankful for.
That's awesome. I could attest to Ray being a really good role model. So I'm glad that she's impacted you in those ways. Anyways, so Tyler, I actually have like a fun quote for you. I know that during the summer we live by a few mottos and have a few ideal systems, but one of those is that schedule is our lifeline.
Mm.
So what was an experience during the summer where using your schedule as your lifeline actually led to a really good like outcome or just had a good experience because of your schedule?
So since being on schedule, yeah, I'd have to probably go back to my first summer for this one. One of the biggest and craziest stories about me being just on schedule with things overall. It was early on in my first summer. I remember this day where I was just having a character building day. Honestly, I was just building some character, right? Like wasn't talking to a lot of families, and definitely wasn't selling to any families, because I wasn't just running into a lot of families. And yeah, I kind of got that bad momentum rolling downhill. So, I was in a bad attitude because I wasn't talking to families. So when I did run into families, I didn't talk to more families and sell them anything. So I was in this like feedback loop, if you know what I'm referencing. But yeah, it was just this really tough day. I had a zero sales up until easily 7:45 or 8 p.m. And I was in what we call big brick, or just neighborhoods with higher income, right? And so it was kind of hard to just catch some families at the houses. I was going through this big old neighborhood, and I really wanted to quit. I really did, but I didn't. I decided I was going to keep going, even though I really, really, in the moment, I cannot describe to you how badly I wanted to not keep knocking, but I did. And this forever gave me the conviction to keep knocking when you don't feel like it, because I drove down this cul-de-sac where there was just one house. I ran into a mom while I was driving, so I had to approach her in my car. Super awkward if you ever done it or get to do it this summer. And ends up being she's a teacher at the high school. The dad owns his own business. They've got two little ones, Sage and Leland. I still remember their name to this day. It's actually Ashley and Ryan Surratt was the name of the family. And I ended up sitting down with them for a little bit too long, right? Because they were actually a really cool family. But ends up being that they actually bought all of the system. So every product that we have, they bought it all at once. And I walked out of there with a really big check and made a really awesome connection with an awesome family. And didn't if I didn't keep knocking, if I didn't stay on schedule, none of that would have happened.
That's awesome. Cool. So like through your persistence, you were able to have these situations. And that's really awesome because if you quit in the moment and how you were feeling, none of that would have ever happened.
Now that I would have never had that cool story to tell, and none of that confidence to go along with.
Absolutely. Well, Tyler, do you like your steaks rare, medium well? How do you like your steaks done?
I'd say medium well.
Medium well. Cool. Awesome. Well, I guess I have one last question then. So if you could give any advice to a first year intern that's doing this program for the first time, what advice would you give them and why?
Oh man, yeah. I think that, you're gonna hear all kinds of people give you advice about all kinds of things. But at the end of the day, what I believe is the most important and what I've learned over the last couple of years of doing this, doing the job not exactly right to my standards and to Southwestern standards, and then doing the job correctly, more correctly this past summer, but always, there's still room for improvement. And what I want to share with y'all, advice that I wish I was told or understood more. I mean, I'm sure I was told this. I wish I understood this more. You know, it's never going to matter how much books you sell. There's always going to be someone out there that sold more than you. Okay. Unless you break the entire company record. Okay. But there's always going to be someone that beats you on a certain day. There's always going to be someone that has a story that might be cooler than yours. And so at the end of the day, and you're at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how much money you make and how much you sell. And honestly, even less, it doesn't matter what other people sell comparatively to you. The only thing that's going to matter, and the biggest, tip I'd want to give everyone listening to this, is just the fact that all that matters is how you're going to feel at the end of the summer. Because there's only one person on this earth that knows if you're giving your best or not, and that's you. So at the end of the summer, if you didn't give your best, you're going to feel like you didn't leave it all out there, and you're going to feel guilty. So the only way that you can guarantee, having a great summer is just give your absolute best, because at the end of the day, all that matters is how you feel. Okay. It's how you're going to feel at the end of the summer, and how you feel is determined on how hard you work and what you put forward, because you know what your best foot is. Only you can tell if you gave it your all this summer. So go out there, give it your all. Don't feel guilty, and just leave it all out there. Leave it on the field. Make yourself proud before anything else. That'd be my one biggest tip.
That's awesome. And that's going to be a really, that's just really strong. I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it in Tyler's thought process. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us today, Tyler. And this was another TD Spotlight. Do you have any last, quick remarks or any last comments?
And just last remark, it's all perspective. Everything in life is perspective. Go out there and have a fun summer, and just switch your perspective and look at the good. Just look at the good. The glass is half full, I promise you. Look at that good side, and it's going to be a great summer. Hope to see you all out there.